everybody, and welcome to the Geeked Out podcast.
Hello.
Jaden, say hello. Okay, there we go. Huge shout out to myself and our buddy Mikey for this new intro song beat. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you think
I was like, who?
You think I was just gonna
I
be
don't
like, yeah,
care.
thanks me?
Ain't nobody shouting you out. Nobody care about you, dog.
What do you mean? Yep. Oh my. Well, without me, the show wouldn't be possible. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But yeah,
Just kidding, Tyler.
Yeah.
I love you.
Me and our good friend Mikey created that beat. Mikey's been on a couple projects with Jaden, who has also been releasing some music as J-Mac, his different persona. Yeah, so good.
We actually just made 2 new songs yesterday.
Oh shit! Okay, well, when they get released, go listen to them. And while you wait for those songs to be released, go listen to all the shit that he has released. And James, you're also on a song too, called "Going to War."
No, check out.
They're lying to you. They are lying.
No, we're not. No,
they are.
It's James.
That is not me. You'll see that is not
DB5.
my voice.
No, it's DB5. Yeah.
DB, no, guys, DB.
It's not. I'm being impersonated.
We don't got.
I'm being framed. Okay.
Grab your guns, grab your ammo, hop in the tanks, cause we going to war.
Been framed. That ain't me.
Yeah.
Man,
Well,
reassemble myself.
yeah, you got a little crazy there.
I got hyped.
Mm-hmm.
Song goes crazy.
But if you're listening to this on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, you can see Jaden go. What are we gonna call it? I can just ape shit. Let's just call it ape shit. You can watch him go ape shit on YouTube at Officially Geeked Out, where all of our little projects will be, including maybe some more gameplay. I want to do fun stuff on the channel.
Nice.
More dedicated than ever. Let's go! Anyway. Gotta bring the energy somehow, guys. Come on.
I did.
DP, you know,
That's facts.
All right. So today, my original plan was we were going to talk about the Mario movie because, that came out, and honestly, it was a hoot and a half to be exact.
I was happy.
Yeah, but Jaden has not seen it. So everybody thumbs down in the comments. Boo. Yeah, so
Nobody like you.
Jaden is seeing it this week.
Thanks.
Hopefully. So we will maybe have a discussion on the next podcast, or maybe we'll make a own special video talking about it. We'll see. We're busy, guys. We have no idea. But anyways, today we are going to be talking about the NBA because, that's everybody's favorite topic. Because, the NBA playoffs are just around the corner, and, fuck baseball for starting up, and, fuck hockey for them also being in the playoffs.
Facts.
And, fuck the NFL. They're just not even playing right now.
Odell is a Raven.
He is a Raven, but so Tyler Huntley is going to be very excited about that. You guys are supposed to laugh louder, but okay.
Oh! Whoa!
It just sounds weird when I say a joke like that, and just. Oh fuck! You're good. Fucking hit my knee, but anyway, what were you saying, James?
A knee injury from laughing, Ty. God dang it! Come on, man. Not today of all days. No, I was saying me and Omari were talking about it, and I was saying is this their way of trying to keep Lamar?
I mean,
is he even gonna stay?
I mean, you would think so, right?
It'd be kind of funny if Lamar still dipped.
But
the thing is, it's not my thing with Lamar. It's not an Aaron Rodgers situation. Aaron Rodgers, he was being clear and casing. He wanted big names. He wanted stars. He wanted them to go draft high to get him help, Lamar's not asking for that. I haven't really seen Lamar asking for help. He's been asking for money. He doesn't want the help. He wants the money, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. You're saying like they're going to get Odell. Like, hey, buddy, I know you want $240 million guaranteed, but here's Odell. Like, boy, that's not
Right.
what he asked for. He asked for his money.
Yep.
So I don't know.
They gave Odell $18 million for 1 year.
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
agree. I mean, if they like, it's as I told them. Like, I mean, give Lamar his money, and this is a good roster. I mean, Odell's a solid. That's a solid duo. I'm not gonna lie. That's not a bad duo. Just give Lamar his money. Like, y'all know you want him. You know he's gonna probably end up there if shit goes the way it should. Like, just give him the money. It's gonna happen eventually. It's gonna be him or somebody else. So
Well, yeah, that's kind of the point of the whole situation going down. Is it's usually him or someone else.
yeah. So it's just stupid.
All right.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
thought I'd throw that up.
yeah. That's the only highlight of the NFL as of late, anyway.
Thanks.
But so yeah, NBA. The playoffs are officially set. Today was the last day, or at least the day that we're recording this was the last day of the regular season. So the playoffs are set. We'll have the play-in tournament on Tuesday. That one will feature the Lakers facing the Timberwolves, and the Miami Heat taking on the Atlanta Hawks. To see, who's going to be battling Memphis and who's going to be battling Boston.
Right.
And then the Wednesday we'll have the Pelicans face the OKC Thunder, and then we'll have the Raptors face the Bulls, and then winner or the loser of the first games, winner of the second games will play in the third game, and that determines who plays, and the winner of that one will determine who will be the 8th seed and face the Nuggets and the Bucks. Besides from that, I mean, you got the Kings, the surprise Kings, facing the Golden State Warriors. You got the new look Phoenix Suns facing the new look Los Angeles Clippers. You got Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers facing the team where he probably should have went in the New York Knicks. You got some would say the MVP Joel Embiid facing on the Brooklyn Nets, where he should have been facing his former teammate Ben Simmons, but they're not. And then we'll see who Denver and Milwaukee and Memphis and Boston all play. I guess who do we think is gonna win the play-in tournament? I guess I should say. Because I think we already know. I think we all have James's favorite team, and who he is gonna be rooting for in these NBA playoffs. The Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, the Lakers beating the Wolves.
Yeah.
And Timberwolves are dumb.
The Timberwolves are dumb, Danny Ainge, Danny Ainge finessed the Timberwolves by with that Gobert trade, and then all of a sudden, and then Cat goes down, and then all of a sudden, it's starting to look up. They got Mike Conley, who's been pretty good for them. Cat comes back, and then all of a sudden, the last game of the regular season just collapsed.
Rudy wants to fight his teammate, and then McDaniels wants to break his wrist by punching a wall. Beautiful. Freaking idiots.
To be fair, though, in Gobert's defense, if there is any defense for Gobert at this point, I mean, I wouldn't want to be called a bitch too. So
no, that's valid.
Yeah,
and
especially by someone by the name of Kyle Anderson.
Kyle Anderson? Who even is that? No name scrub.
So no disrespect to Kyle Anderson.
Anderson's kind of dumb.
He's kind of nice. I will say.
I'm not gonna lie.
He's
Kyle
nice.
Anderson, he's nice. No, don't disrespect him like that.
No, I will right now.
He's nice, but you're not a 3-time All-Star, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Right.
Yeah. I agree. But
don't call me a bitch.
He's not a nobody.
No, I know. I agree with you.
No, he's a nobody.
And then I guess so. With that, then, who do we think is gonna win out of the Pelicans and the Thunder?
I got
Thunder.
OKC.
Who'd you say, James?
Thunder.
Oh, okay. Upsets. I like it because I kind of have the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thunder
Brandon
just
Ingram's
look
playing
nice.
good.
Right.
Yeah, Brandon Ingram's playing good, but it's same thing. They don't got Zion because Zion can't play every single year. Never
Is
gonna
Zion
change.
not playing? I thought he was gonna get cleared.
No, or at least from what I'm aware, they're not sure again when he's
Everything
gonna come
I've
back.
everything
Oh,
I've
that's
read is
unfortunate.
that he has been ruled out for the play-in. So if they make it
Okay.
past, he might be able to return for the first round. Do I think it will happen? No, even if they
Gotcha.
win. Zion just doesn't seem to like playoff basketball. But
Valid.
I feel like they could beat the Thunder, but I don't know. Like the
they
Jazz,
could.
yeah. But the Jazz have been playing the Thunder these past like 2 weeks. Like they played them like 3 times in the last 2 weeks, and so I've been kind of watching them recently, and yeah, they just look very nice. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, like looking freaking ridiculous, almost making it look like the Clippers should have never traded him away. Looking like they should have never traded for Paul
Yeah.
George, but
I mean, it does help when your entire team is that young. You got so much more energy. You got so much more just everything to you. Like it'll be. I obviously don't see them going too far just because of how little experience, if any, there is with the Thunder. But yeah, I just
well,
think Pelicans aren't going to hold them.
I'm gonna say this: if they sneak their way into the playoffs, they play Denver first round.
Mhm.
If anyone's saying that OKC don't got a shot against Denver, they're dumb because Denver has proven that when it comes playoff time, they don't play the game that they usually play. They could upset. I'm not saying they're gonna, but it could happen single-handedly because of what Denver seems to do when it comes playoff time.
I'm gonna tell you right now. There's only one team that I don't really see winning. Everybody else I could see like that it could go either way. Honestly, the only one that I don't see winning at all is the Grizzlies. But that's just me having zero faith in that team in general. So, but yeah, like OKC, the Nuggets, Suns, Clippers, Kings, Warriors, anybody could win those games, and I believe so at least.
Yeah, and so that's why I don't know. I think I'm not saying OK's gonna, but like
Right.
OKC has the team that like the Hawks had a couple years ago where they did that run to the Eastern Conference Finals. They have that kind of team. It's not amazing, but they have the heart to where like if things landed their way, they might be able to make a little bit of a run, you know?
Right.
Because they're solid. They're young. They have a bright future. So I think it would be cool, and
yeah.
certain one of them
Right.
step up. You never know what could happen.
And they're getting Chet back next season.
Right.
Yeah, it's looking like
Go
some
check.
looking
They
like
got
some
hella
scary
picks, too.
times in OKC.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess does that mean you think the Thunder could beat the Timberwolves?
Oh, they're beating
Assuming
the Timberwolves.
assuming that this is how the play-in tournament will go.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I haven't beaten the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I kind of hope so for the Jazz's sake, because we get their draft pick. But
Well, my question also is like you got to think what happened on the court today. Like they really don't let that shit just slide by with a talk. Like it's always a suspension. So with the suspensions and how long and shit like that, like what's gonna happen with is Rudy gonna be able to play in these play-ins? And if they ain't got Rudy, that is gonna make a huge impact.
that's the
You
thing
know?
is I don't think because I think whatever suspension is gonna come from the team and not the league. And
Right.
with what happened with Jaden McDaniels today, him breaking his hand, I don't think they can afford to lose him and Gobert defensively. So
Right.
they might just try and sweep this under the rug, and just not even do shit about it.
Right.
Yeah, because it's not like you can't let him play in this play, and then if you guys lose, then suspend him. That looks weak,
Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah.
it's like you either have to suspend him and take
You
it
either
like,
do it or you don't.
yeah, you either do it and he doesn't play the play in, and you have to either win without him, losing without him, or you guys have to sweep it under the
Right.
rug. It's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Dumbasses.
for real.
Yeah, right. So I guess we'll move on to the Eastern play-in. So the Heat will take on the Hawks in Miami. So, care to say who will win that game?
The Heat.
I got the Heat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Heat look nice, even though they are the seventh seed. I know, yeah, they're the seventh seed,
They look okay.
but you gotta
Hey, it's
remember,
okay.
James, Jimmy
Playoff
Butler.
Jimmy.
Yep, Jimmy
I
Butler.
get
We
that.
getting
That just
playoff
the rest
Jimmy.
of that team is inconsistent.
It's okay.
Remember
Jimmy
last time we
carried
saw
them.
Jimmy Butler
Yeah. Yeah. He
dying, bro?
carried them to the finals. He could do it again.
Oh, all right. So, and then everybody's favorite matchup, the Raptors and the Bulls. Who do we think's gonna win
Bulls
that
upset.
one?
I got the Bulls. No, I got the Raptors actually. I'll take the Raptors.
Okay.
Bulls upset.
Yeah.
I think the Bulls. Cause I don't know. I'm surprised the Raptors even made the play in. To be honest, they've been playing nice basketball, but I
But
don't
they're
know.
above the Bulls.
Well, the Bulls, they've just been hurt. I mean, losing Lonzo hurt them a lot, and
Yeah.
then they just needed to figure out some pieces, and then they got Patrick Beverly, who
Yeah. That's why
who
they'll win.
play in MVP.
Dog.
He's a dog. He's got the dog in him.
That's facts.
But I guess regardless of who wins that, do you think
I think
Atlanta will win?
I think Atlanta
No.
beating either one of them.
No. You think the Bulls
I
will
have Bulls
upset?
beating the Bucks.
Oof. That's
You got to
Bulls
think
upset.
about it like this. Atlanta's a 50-50 team. If they lose to Miami, they're destined to win the next game. Come on, they
I don't
win
know.
one, lose one, win one, lose one. It has to happen, bro. And you got to think about it. Like realistically, if they play the way they're supposed to play, right? Because we're talking about playoff basketball, everyone has to show up.
Right.
Neither one of Chicago or Toronto's team is really better than Atlanta right now. Healthy.
Yeah.
Healthy.
Healthy with like of what is possible is what I mean. Like, because obviously if they had Lonzo and shit, but I'm saying like possibly.
Healthy roster right now. So like no Lonzo. Like what happens this season? Like who they had this season?
Like how
type?
like how it's gonna play out when if Chicago ends up winning. Chicago's lineup that they're gonna go in to play against Atlanta is not better than Atlanta's roster. It's not.
You could debate it.
I was about to say that's debatable.
You could debate it,
Yeah.
but it's not.
I would take the Bulls over the.
I know
Hawks
you would take the Bulls, but
roster.
remember, you were also saying that Atlanta wasn't even gonna make the
That's
playoffs
facts.
this year.
That's facts.
I've had Atlanta making the playoffs all year, and I'm sticking with them. They got this. It ain't nothing but a
That's
G thing, baby. Come on now. They're gonna be either one of them people that come up. They're just
No.
they're a 50-50 team. They really are. They're a mediocre ass team.
Yeah, they can be
And they're
50-50
gonna-
at home when they lose to the Bulls.
Yeah, no. You being generous, think the Bulls even gonna get past the Raptors, dog. Come on now.
Nah, they'll beat the Raptors.
That's what you think until Drake get in them ears, boy. When Drake starts getting in them ears, people start getting twisted. Unless you're James Harden. James Harden turns and drops 60. He's something else. He does that on Kevin Hart too.
If he tries to do that to the Bulls, Patrick Beverly's just gonna punch him.
You right.
Yeah,
We're gonna
probably
get down there.
and then take a picture and then he'll show Drake the picture of his broken kneecaps.
Like, what
I
did
think
do?
Drake could. I think Drake would just if he yaps at Zach LaVine. I think you're not getting in anyone else's head. I don't really think.
He could probably get into DeMar's.
I don't think. You see where DeMar from, bro? DeMar gonna look at him and be like, "Dog,
He's gonna be like,
gonna
"Who?
take your
who
ass
even
back
are
to
you?"
Hollywood." Which one
Right.
the grassy ass?
Oh,
Like,
he gonna
boy,
say go
DeMar
back
gonna
to
play.
Canada, boy. Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Well, the winners will get the pleasure of playing the Bucks and the Celtics.
It really don't matter who. Like
Yeah.
whoever playing the Bucks is losing, and in my opinion, whoever losing or playing the Celtics is losing to the Celtics.
Yeah. As much as I'd
So,
hate to say that about the Heat, but so yeah, the Celtics and the Bucks just look too nice.
yeah.
Man, Atlanta against Milwaukee. Looking ass.
You know how crazy that would be? If they beat the
Bro.
Bucks, I'd root for them for the entire thing.
Bro. No, and that's the
I
thing.
would be
I'm not
shocked.
saying they're gonna, but that's the type of shit Atlanta does. Atlanta does some weird, stupid, crazy shit. Like the year they went to the Eastern Conference Finals, they should not have been there, bro. They kept getting lucky. Like New York was actually good that year, and they beat New York. And like Trey Young
Yeah,
just
that was
went into
funny.
this whole different mode. So I'm not saying they're
Yeah,
gonna
he
beat
wanted to be a
Milwaukee,
villain.
but yeah. But that would be some Atlanta shit to do. Would be to go in there and beat Milwaukee. Honestly. A mediocre ass team, that would be some Atlanta shit.
Right.
But I don't
Yeah.
think they're gonna.
Well, and then I guess how our West plays out, yeah, we would have the Lakers face the Grizzlies and the Thunder face the Nuggets. So you kind of touched on it a little bit, James, about the Thunder and the Thunder and the Nuggets. That would be interesting, but I think the Nuggets will take that.
I definitely think
Nuggets.
the Nuggets are gonna take it, but I don't think the Nuggets are gonna take it easy. I think it will push to like a cool. I mean, for sure, I think a game 5.
Yeah,
OKC's not getting swept,
I think it
but
would
I
go
could
the
see it going. I could see it going to a game 6. I could honestly see it going to a game 6. I don't think a game 7, but I could
No.
definitely see it going to a game 6. I could see OKC squeezing 2 games out of them.
I think they'll get one.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
one,
they'll
but
for
I
sure
like.
get one. But I think they
But
can
it's
squeeze
valid to
one.
even think to. No, I agree. I think it's valid to say that.
Yeah, I think it's
But I
very
agree with Ty.
possible.
I think they'll only take one.
All right.
Because I think they could honestly surprise them and start up 1-0. And because
I don't
Denver
think
always
that.
goes in, Denver always starts the playoffs slouching. And then Jokic comes in, oh, I'm not gonna lose. And he's just in the paint, bro, getting them buckets and getting them boards. And he goes all-star mode, bro. So,
All right. And then we got the Grizzlies facing the Lakers in Memphis. Well, to start out. So James, is it an upset?
come on now. You already know.
Okay.
LeBron
LA's
ain't letting
winning.
Dylan Brooks. LeBron ain't letting Dylan Brooks get the best of him.
That's facts.
What do you think the series goes to?
I'm not going to say like we gonna sweep them or nothing, but I think it's the same thing with Denver.
Yeah,
I
5 or 6.
I think 5 or 6. 7 is definitely a possibility. I could see it turning out to be a really good series. But I definitely think it's gonna be about a 5 or 6.
Okay. Yeah, no, I agree. I think it would go 6 games. But I just think it's funny that we're gonna have this conversation, and then by like Thursday, the Lakers are gonna be eliminated from the play-in game or from the playoffs.
Bro, I'm gonna be so mad, dog.
I'll die laughing, bro.
Like, not only
Bro,
did they
if we
lose to the
lose- if we
Timberwolves,
lose
then
to
they
the-
lost
bro,
to the
if we
Thunder.
lose to the Timberwolves, dog, I don't even give a damn anymore. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, and I don't even care if they're trying to do some shit because they want to play Denver first round because they got a whole plan. Go fuck yourself, okay? If we lose to the Timberwolves, dog, I'm gonna lose
The
it,
dismantled Timberwolves.
bro. I'm gonna lose it.
All right. Well, I guess let's stay in the West. We'll talk about the 3-6 matchup, which is the Sacramento Kings, who are breaking their drought of 17 years, I believe, without being in the playoffs, and they get the pleasure of facing the former champions in the Golden State Warriors. So the Golden State Warriors look like they're healthy. Andrew Wiggins is probably coming back. So do the Kings have a shot of beating the Golden State Warriors? Jaden shaking his head no. What do you what do you think, James?
I have the Warriors winning, but I think they got a shot. I mean, the Kings have been.
Yeah, they have a shot, but they're not. This is it. They made it to round one. They're going home after round one.
We also got to see what this Warriors team looks like, because we haven't seen. And you also got to realize with this whole thing, the Warriors, they technically are the away team. The Warriors have the worst road record in the league. So you got to think, if the shit goes the way it's supposed to, they're going to be on the road a lot, right? So if it goes to a game 7, like, I'm just saying, it doesn't, with them being the 6th seed, it doesn't look good with their road record right now. So to say that I can't say the Kings are in trouble. The Kings might be perfectly where they want the Warriors to be.
No,
honest.
like I said, I see anybody except the Grizzlies winning. Like anybody has a chance to go to the second round. I just don't think the Kings are going to do it. Rest in peace to their hopes, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kings are nice.
But
Kings
saying
will
that,
definitely take a game. I think the Kings will take a game for sure.
The Warriors, they played fucking their ass off today. They
won by like 55 or 56, something like that.
They had 55 in the first quarter.
I know. Yeah. They had like 101 by the third.
Yeah, so, saying that, I don't know. The Warriors show up like that, they win in the finals again.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. And then the next matchup is the Phoenix Suns with Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker facing the Los Angeles Clippers that have Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Russell Westbrook.
Give me the upset.
With the Clippers?
Give me the Clippers.
Ooh, the Clippers.
Give me that. Give me the Clippers.
Funny because I'm taking the Clippers too.
Oh shit!
Give me the Clippers.
I don't believe in Devin Booker.
But it's Kevin Durant.
I get that.
Westbrook's on a mission now.
But you also got to realize the amount of defense this Clippers team has.
Mm-hmm.
This Clippers team defensively, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and I don't care what no one says, Russell Westbrook can play defense.
Yeah, he plays all right defense.
Like,
it's pretty all right.
Sometimes he's a damn fool, but that's really being on the Clippers.
No, the reason why I'm saying the Clippers is because I think the Clippers are using Westbrook how he should be used. I don't think the way that the Lakers were using him, I don't think that was Westbrook's game. They were trying to make him what he wasn't when he was already like succeeding everywhere else. Like maybe like he didn't like make it super far everywhere else, but like he was Russell Westbrook. In Los Angeles, that was not the same Westbrook we grew up seeing. So I think on the Clippers, he's back to not as dominant, but he's back being Westbrook. You can see how confident he is again. Like he's having a good time. He has people surrounding him where it's like positive. I think with that, I see the Clippers winning.
Not only that, but we're talking about a Phoenix Suns team and Kevin Durant, a man that hadn't played half of the season because of an injury, got traded, finally got back on the court, and injured himself during warm-ups, and has been out again. Right after suffering an injury last year as well that lasted half the season. We're talking about an injury-prone Kevin Durant, and we're scared about that? We're thinking that is dangerous? Like, dog has barely played any games on the Phoenix Suns, and he's coming into playoff action against a Clipper team that has been really fighting and starting their run, and we're expecting Kevin Durant just to hop on this Phoenix team and blend in and them to do everything. I don't know. I don't believe in it. I don't think it's going to happen like that.
He kind of nice in Phoenix. I ain't going to lie.
When he's on the court, he's nice.
And I get that. He is nice, but I'm just saying, like, can he stay on the court? Especially in playoff action. This dude is getting injured in warm-ups.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
I just think that's going to be, in my opinion, I think it'll be a really fun series. Yeah. That's the one I'm really looking forward to be honest.
I don't know. I think people give Kevin Durant a pass because of his name. I mean, you look at how much hate all these players around the league get. No, you really think about it, because even I make jokes about Anthony Davis being out so much, but you got to think in the last 3 years, I can guarantee Kevin Durant has been out damn near close to as many games as Anthony Davis.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not just because it's because of his ability.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
that
just because of
doesn't
his
take away the
name.
fact that he's injured
Ability.
all the time.
No,
The
I
dude
know,
has
but
been injured so
you
much in
said
the
no.
last
I
four
know.
years, bro.
No, I'm just saying that it's not like you said. People want to give him a pass because of his name. No, it's people are giving him a pass because of his ability when he's on the court. When he's on the court with the Suns, he's solid. That's why like and I'm not taking don't think I'm like taking away from Anthony Davis or anything because I've been on his side this entire season about how he's been dominant whenever he's on the court. Like it sucks that he's been injured or and all that, but yeah, it's not just because of his name. Because you can't say Kevin Durant sucked when he's played with the
I
Suns.
never
He's been
said that.
solid.
I'm just saying you
No,
can't
no,
tell me
I
that
know, I
like
know.
he's not
Yeah,
injury prone, you know?
no,
Like I just think we need to
I'm not
start
saying that
talking.
either. He is. I
Yeah.
agree. He is injury prone. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what kind of Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Russell Westbrook, or just Paul George, playoff P. We'll see how all of them perform in the playoffs.
Well, who do you have? You didn't say who you had.
Oh, it's a tough one because like here's
Man, I was trying to move on and not say nothing.
here's my deal.
Right.
I don't want the Phoenix Suns to move on. I really don't. I do like Kevin Durant, but I don't like Booker. I don't like Paul.
I love Paul.
Um,
Hi, Paul.
I am Paul. And on the Clippers side, I mean, Westbrook's all right. Paul George is all right. I like Kawhi Leonard.
Fuck why?
Um, I think he's just saying that because the Clippers beat the Lakers like the past like
No, I'm not
10
saying
times.
that, bro.
But...
I really have not been able to stand Kawhi
No, I know you
for a
haven't.
minute now. He was a joke. He's like Zion.
Zion with 3 rings.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna give it, as much as I hate to, I think I'm gonna give it to the Suns, just because the story behind, they have the super team, blah blah blah. They gotta at least go to the second round. Oh, Kevin Durant is also facing Westbrook. He's still got to show that he's above Westbrook. Just for that
I think
reason.
that's why the Suns are gonna lose.
Yeah. And I
think
and I
Westbrook
hope
has
so.
a lot riding on this game.
Yeah.
And the Clippers organization has a lot riding on this game because you got to think they haven't done shit.
No, they really haven't.
This was the team that like the same year that LeBron and everything. This was like, oh, the Battle of LA. This is huge. Blah 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 blah. And they haven't done shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I was saying earlier, and you see Shea Gilgeous-Alexander growing, and then you're like, well, why the fuck did we trade for Paul George if we're not getting shit when we could have had this rising star that's averaging 30 points?
Right.
Yeah, so.
Next to Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
We could have had a point guard. That's been one of their biggest struggles is they haven't had a point guard. And, lo and behold, they had one. They fucking traded it away.
Right.
And then they had to deal with Patrick Beverly. Anyway. So, going on to the East, we already pretty much said that the Bucks and the Celtics will win regardless of who the fuck they play.
Yeah, it really don't matter.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this. I would not be shocked about the Boston game. The Heat could win it.
As much as I
think
would love to.
That's going to be, I think, the most interesting series in the playoffs on the East side. I think it's going to be that game right there.
I really wish that the Heat would have gotten the 6th seed so that they could have played the 76ers, because I really think they could have upset the 76ers. Mm-hmm. But I want the Heat. You know I love the Heat, but
yeah, I mean Boston is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not
Celtics
saying
are
that
just
Boston,
too nice.
Yeah, I'm not saying nothing against Boston. I'm just saying I could see the Heat. Something about them Heat, bro. I don't know, and I'm never saying that, but something about them Heat this year, like they are inconsistent, but I don't know, like they're.
I think I think I
I
give
think
it. I think I give it 6 games.
if Jimmy Butler and
I'd
Bam
give it
really
5.
show up, like show up, I think this game could push to a 7 series. And they could upset if Bam and Jimmy really show up.
5.
Four,
Jaden is not a
3,
believer.
2,
No.
1. We doing the countdown? Boy, I said 7.
6, 5, 4,
Well,
3. Shut up.
and then the Bucks will just sweep whoever they play. But
Yeah, no, straight up. That is 4.
yeah,
Grab the brooms.
yeah. And then, so I guess we'll move on to the 3-6 matchup, which, the 76ers will face the Brooklyn Nets. So who do we got winning that one?
Give me the upset. Give me
We
the
got
upset.
Brooklyn.
Yep.
Dang. And I thought I liked the underdog.
Right.
I like Brooklyn a lot, but I'm going with Philadelphia.
I agree.
I don't believe in playoff Harden. Give me the Nets.
I believe in MVP Joel Embiid.
Nope.
Yep.
I don't give a
Nope.
fuck.
I at
Give me
least
the Nets.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it firmly and strongly. If it was not
Please
for
do.
Kawhi Leonard, Joel Embiid would have a ring. That's all I'm gonna say. And this whole conversation of a Joel Embiid would be completely different.
No, I agree.
And now whole 76ers organization would be completely different if it was not for that lucky
That
ass
one,
shot. 'Cause
yeah.
I don't care. That was not skill. That was a lucky ass shot right there, bro. The bounces that happened, that was
That's
luck.
a shooter's touch.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, James. I think the Sixers would have won that finals
I-
that year.
I agree
firmly-
too.
I believe
yeah.
in Joel Embiid. He ain't gonna get knocked out like that, boy. He's making his run this year. This is gonna be his greatest run. Not saying they're winning it. I'm just saying this is gonna be his greatest.
I don't
run.
think they're gonna get knocked out in the first round. That's my thing. The second round, we will see, but
Depends
Ready
on
for
this
this?
matchup.
because I'm pretty
Ready
sure.
for
What?
They're getting
Ready for
swept.
this? No. I think this is another game or series where I could see it going either way, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. But I low-key think if the Sixers lose first round, I low-key think, or I wouldn't be surprised if Embiid wants out.
Well, I think it's gonna be.
I don't care if Harden's there.
I think it's gonna be a culture shock for the whole organization, because it's gonna be like,
But I
okay,
could-
we have Doc Rivers who hasn't gotten past the second round in God knows how long, and then we have Embiid who is playing at the highest level, and he's not he's doing his thing, but he's gonna either want out or he's getting older and he is a little bit injury prone as well. And then you have Harden who depending on how he plays in the playoffs, because he is not the best playoff performer either. And then we'll see, what Tyrese Maxey and, PJ Tucker does. But it's definitely going to be like a culture shock for the Sixers, being like, what the fuck do we do?
I think they have just
I
as
think
much writing on them as the Denver Nuggets do. I feel like they're just they're both in that same boat because they both have these MVP
And the
centers
Clippers.
that are just I want to say these two
you
teams
put
in
in
very
the centers?
particular. Yeah, because they're two standout MVP centers, and they bring so much to their team, but for some reason they just can't get over that hump. Something stupid always happens in the playoffs, and it's always early in the playoffs. I mean,
Yeah.
they've both had their one run that they've gotten deep into the playoffs, but
I think, I think for the Sixers to at least not have that culture shock, they have to go to the Western Conference Finals. But then again, if they do, then they have to beat the Celtics. And with that matchup, I don't know how they're going to do that. Because I think the Celtics will kind of, if they lose, they're going to probably be in the same boat. They'll be like, what the fuck do we do? Jaylen Brown's going to want out. Tatum, we'll see.
I think if they don't win the chip this year, I think Jaylen Brown's out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think no matter what, even if they go to the Eastern Conference Finals and lose, or even go to the Finals and lose,
I think just after,
Jaylen Brown, I think, is gonna get out. And I mean, I could be wrong. Because it's been rumored every single year. I could
Right.
definitely see him staying. I could see the way him and Jason Tatum, they seem like best friends. I don't know. You never know. And not
Right.
saying
Right.
best
Right.
friends always stay together, but it seems like they got that bond. So, but I could definitely see him leaving though.
All right.
Valid.
So I guess we'll move on to the last matchup that's in the first round, which is the Cleveland Cavaliers that are making their first playoff appearance without LeBron since the 90s, facing on the New York Knicks. So
Go Knicks.
go
No, I'm
Knicks.
just kidding.
No,
Go
I'd
Cavs.
I'd be kind of shocked if you had the
Cavs.
Knicks.
No.
Yeah, no, I think Donovan
If,
Mitchell.
if Derrick Rose plays the entire thing, give me the.
Go Knicks.
James, I think you're just a Donovan Mitchell hater.
Oh, definitely. The day you dropped all them points to me in 2K, I'll never cheer for Donovan Mitchell again. Go Knicks, bro. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
I
Donovan
will be
Mitchell knows
completely
that
wrong
you
about
hate
this
him.
take if I need to be. Go
he
Knicks.
he does know that you hate him. I told him.
Yeah.
Bro, I was just telling the security
I was
guard at work
there.
like last night or the night before about it. I was like, yeah. I was like, and bro, I was like, he did me so wrong on 2K with him. I was like, and then he went and got some shoes signed. I was like, and he told the motherfucker. I was like, dog, I really hate
So-
Donovan Mitchell now.
Yeah. So for
He knows.
for the viewers listening at home, so when Donovan Mitchell like first released like his Don one, so his first ever shoe, me and Jaden went to go get him, and he had a signing there for him as well. So yeah, we got the shoe signed. We met him, and then I told him that James hates him because of I used him on 2K a lot.
Right.
So he knows. I don't think he remembers, but he knows.
No, not even a little bit. He
Yeah.
probably wasn't even paying attention, to be honest.
Exactly. If he ever watched this,
Yeah.
he'd be like, "What the fuck? When did
Yeah,
I
he'd
say
be like,
that?"
"Man."
What if he
Yeah.
does
Right.
remember?
I'd
That'd be
be
crazy.
shocked. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was forever ago.
that was like fucking like 5 years ago.
5 years ago?
or
Yeah.
4. I think.
Five.
Yeah, I want to say 5 or 4.
Yeah.
It's been a long ass time.
A
It was
long time ago.
before the pandemic, which
Yeah.
is a
Right.
lifetime ago.
Right.
But yeah, no, I have the Cavs.
Yep.
I think Donovan Mitchell is going into the playoffs with a lot of momentum. He had like 40 pieces in a row. So he's balling out, and I think the team is just nice. So the
Cavs do
Knicks,
look good.
yeah, the Cavs look nice. So it's gonna be a shame that they're gonna be a second round exit, but
Yep.
but that's
To the Bucks.
to the Bucks, yeah. And we could talk about
I
the
mean,
second
you never
round
know.
at another day.
No.
But, I mean, you never know. I mean,
You never know, dog. Jared
mean-
Allen will shut down Giannis. I don't care what no one says, bro. Jared Allen ain't scared of nobody, bro. He will go meet anybody at that rim.
I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, if the Cavs beat the Bucks, because like I said, I'm a big Donovan Mitchell fan.
I'm telling you,
But
any other year, I'm cool with. Not this year. I don't want to see it.
this year,
For what?
Donovan to go to a chip.
Oh, bro, I would love it. I would love for him just to turn and say, "Go fuck yourself" to Utah.
okay, I
No.
wouldn't like that, but
Right.
No, I
that's
would love it
terrible.
because you guys were stupid. There's no reason y'all should have gave him up. No reason at all. Y'all know it. Y'all should have picked a star. Y'all traded Gobert. You picked the star. Mitchell. He was young, great fucking talent. No reason y'all shouldn't build around him.
for what we're building right now, I think Mitchell would be okay with being on the Cavs. Or I guess he would be fine with being in New York, but Cleveland will be just as fine.
Right.
But one team that isn't on any of these playoffs that I think we all kind of expected to be on the playoffs. The Dallas Mavericks. I'm looking. I don't.
Forgot.
Where's my glasses? They're not there. There's no
That's
Dallas Mavericks logo. So what happened to my boy Kyrie and Luka? What happened? I'll tell you what happened.
Please
The
do.
roster sucks. The coaching sucks. Mark
The thing
Cuban.
is,
sucks. I hate to
The
say
thing
it.
is, Luca's great, and so is Kyrie. Like they're both great talents, but they just like they don't work together.
Yeah.
Like it's like Westbrook and LeBron. Like Westbrook's amazing, LeBron's amazing. They just don't work well together. Like certain players just don't work well together. You know what I mean? I think that's like because you look at Kyrie and you look at Luca. Like yeah, the chemistry on the court's good, but it's like Kyrie drops 40, Luca drops 40, but that's on 70 shots between them. You know what I mean? And then it's like okay, well if y'all motherfuckers taking 70 shots, how many are we supposed to take? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's just what it gets down to. Like you have two ball dominant players, and they're such great ball dominant players, so you want them to play like that. But then it's like, you know, you don't got nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they just kind of did nothing.
I mean, they had some good games. The problem is, I mean, just not really any defense. They couldn't get rebounds. Jason Kidd just, I don't understand why after, like, I think this is the second season or the third season, why Norman Powell is still their starting center. I He's not tall enough to be your starting center. They should
Right.
have and I don't know if I don't know if they really should have started Christian Wood, but even like JaVale McGee,
You
put
just gotta get height in
you,
your team.
yeah, just fucking rebound, put some defense. They traded away Finney Smith, who wasn't the best shooter, but I mean he played defense, and
Right.
I mean I just I
I don't. The only thing is, James, I disagree with what you said the other day. I don't see him leaving.
who
I
I,
could see
Luca
him.
or
I could
Kyrie.
very well both.
oh, I think
I'm
Kyrie's leaving this year, and I think Luka's leaving next year.
no, no.
We will
Maybe
see.
Luca next year. I don't. I don't think either are leaving this offseason though.
I think so. Because you
We
got to think, Kyrie has said multiple times Kyrie wants a long-term deal, and he's not going to take a long-term deal somewhere where he knows he's not going to stay again. He's not going to want to
What?
go
So
through all that trade process again. I'm not saying he's coming to LA. I'm just saying I think he's for sure
no,
leaving.
I know,
But
but
I think
why couldn't he make Dallas a long term? You
I just
don't. You don't
don't.
think it just wasn't? They weren't together long enough? Because I think that's a big factor. I
What do you
think you
mean?
definitely need to. I definitely think you're missing some pieces on the floor. I definitely think you need more than just Kyrie and Luca, and then I guess Christian Wood. You definitely need to figure that out.
But you're telling me that this
Change
team,
up
that the
coaching system.
Mavericks, but like the Mavericks team this year, and you look at the Mavericks team last year, like these motherfuckers went to the Western Conference Finals last year, and compared to this year, like there's no excuse for them not even to be in this play-in. You know what I mean? So it's like you look at that. Kyrie came here and like, yeah, we're talking about, oh, is Kyrie gonna stay long term? You think he's gonna stay long term, and these people couldn't even make the play-in?
Mm-hmm.
You know how easy it is to make a play-in, bro? Like the Lakers made the play-in, bro. Like I didn't even believe we were making it.
Well, to be fair,
Like
the Lakers had the best record since the in the West since the trade deadline.
yeah, but I'm
Right.
just saying like we were even able to make that comeback, and like you're telling me y'all couldn't. I don't know. It's just
It's because
I
The
mean,
Lakers made the necessary moves. The Mavs made the unnecessary moves.
right.
yeah.
And like I said, I think like it's not like they were together for crazy long. I think that's still a big factor. And I'm not saying like that's like the entire thing because obviously like you do look at like what the Lakers have done and like who they got and like whatever and they, yeah, you're right, they made it work, all that, congrats. But it's like that is still a factor, and I don't know, I could very well see Kyrie staying. I think there's promise
I think
as long as they actually start making right moves for this roster.
Yeah.
Do you know how many years we've been saying if they make right moves for this roster?
Okay, but we've been saying that
How long has
for
Luka been there?
teams on teams on teams. Like
Like who though?
it's always going to be a different
Major.
team. Okay,
And I get that, but we're talking about like how long has Luka
Okay,
been
let's
there?
bring up
We've
the
been
Sixers. Let's bring up the Sixers when Ben
okay, the
Simmons was there.
Sixers the Sixers have gotten their people. They just haven't done what they needed to do. They have had their championship team and they just didn't finish. I've already said there's no more excuses for the 76ers. There's none. But I don't know.
Okay, take the Brooklyn Nets when it was Harden, KD, and Kyrie. Like, there's that. Like, I'm just saying, like, yeah, we've said this about the Mavericks for a while now, but what team haven't we said that about? Like,
Yeah. And I get that, but
it's just
when you're a team like this and you have someone like Luka where he was arguably top 3 MVP before like the first half of the season.
Mhm.
Like he had an amazing start.
You're right.
And they have done nothing but progressively get worse and worse and worse. And we talk about how long has Luka been there, and we keep saying every offseason, oh, well, they just need to keep getting better and build this piece, but they're not going out and really getting that. So yeah, we say, oh, well, Kyrie's gonna stay and they're gonna do this and this, but as I said, Kyrie said he wanted to go for a championship and he's looking for a long-term home, right?
Mhm.
I I don't know.
Okay,
I
but how
don't
long?
see him.
But also, how long has Kyrie been saying that?
You're right. You're right. He's
Right,
been
like,
saying that for a minute.
but he keep moving around, so it's like,
Yeah.
like there. I don't know. Bottom line, at least for me, because I mean, it's not like we're like arguing or nothing like that, but like,
Yeah.
we could just keep going in circles about this. Bottom line, me personally, I don't see either of them leaving this offseason.
Yeah,
But
I definitely don't see
that's just
Luca.
me.
I don't see Luca leaving this offseason, but
Yeah.
I I see Kyrie leaving this offseason. I see Luca going after him just because of seeing that they couldn't even keep him and not improving the roster. And I think Luca's going to be done and leave the following year.
Valid. Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully they make the necessary moves because, you know, Luka brings in the NBA money. So that way, you know, we can continue watching the NBA. But let us know your guys' predictions for the first round. Any upsets that, you know, you might have or that you agree with because, you know, or agree with Jaden on because he's the one that has all the upsets.
That's facts.
Let us know in the comments or the poll or whatever the hell how you communicate with us. Very
Right.
old school. But as usual, if you're listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, then you can follow along by hitting that follow button wherever it may be. And if you are subscribed on YouTube, that is number 3, James. You could subscribe right there, wherever it is, wherever I'm pointing at. It's right there. You can also follow along on TikTok, Instagram, and, you know, maybe we'll stream on Twitch, and then maybe, you know, we'll get a Twitter, maybe we'll get a Kick, maybe we'll get whatever else, Amazon Music. And then maybe the final thing is on Pornhub. Yes, that is right. We are going on Pornhub. I wonder how that would do, actually. I wonder if I uploaded these on Pornhub, how they would do.
I do not associate with him.
Did you hear what he said?
No.
He said, I wonder how good we would do if I just uploaded these to Pornhub. How good would we do?
Yeah, like obviously we're not doing porn, but like, you know, I just want to know how, like, if they would get views, like, kind of as a joke.
Do it. Try it.
Yeah. All right. So if you see us on Pornhub, you know why.